All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Title of this lesson is It Shall Enter into the House of the Thief. All right. And that's an excerpt from Zechariah 5. All right. And Slakia. What sparked this lesson was I seen a brother do a video regarding this article. Okay. And it's from the Jerusalem Post. And it says suspected UFO shot down over Russia's Rostov Obsolete report. All right. And we know that this story, all right, they ain't shoot down no real UFO. All right. They really goes into thinking it's a drone. All right, because the shares of Yahawah Shah are way above the understanding of Esau Edom. All right. And this is the way the Lord is going to choose to visit this damn devil. All right. Now it says while the UFO identity is unclear, some Russian lawmakers are claiming it was a Ukrainian drone, though other civilians have wider theories, right? Well, it's plainly uh, a drone, man. Now I want to share this video that I have, all right, of the chariots, okay? And this guy actually puts it in two different filters, and it gives you a little understanding on how that this can't, be shot down by any weapons of Esau Edom. So let's play the video. Now you seen how the chairs were circling around that airplane, man. You mean to tell me that Russia has the capability or technology to shoot down the chariots? Hell no, man. Man, you see that? So how in the hell is Russia, all right, going to be able to shoot down any of the chariots of Yahawah Shah? It's not going to happen. All right. The technology of Yahawah Shah is so much greater than what Esau possessed. All right. And this video got a little bit more on it, but that's the point. You see the chariots circling this plane, man. Okay. Now let's go to the scriptures. Because this is how Yahawah Shah is going to visit this place. All right. By way of the chariots. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. I got a couple precepts written down. All right. Don't want this to be too long. Lord willing is edifying. This is Zechariah chapter 1, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Now, if you remember back last summer when the government was disclosing all this information, they actually called that UAP a tic tac, all right, a roll, basically what the prophet Zechariah had seen, right? Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Who is the thief? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. It says, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Yeah, the Lord said he's gonna bring fire. What is that? Let's get that. Luke, I believe, chapter 12. Let's see. Yeah, the Lord said he's gonna bring fire. He's gonna be hitting this place with concentrated laser fire, man. All right. Um, yep. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So when Yahawashi returns, he's going to come to send fire, man. All right. And we're reading this prophecy right here in Zechariah. Again, it says, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Right. The Lord is going to send concentrated laser fire to America, Babylon the Great by way of the chariots, man. Now, I want to share something real quick regarding Kana Yahabashah Shabrakathon to the brothers and sisters on the comment board. Shalom. I want to share this because it says going to enter into the house of the thief, man. Okay. Now, I remember Elder Yashawama sharing this information before. All right. As you see, reported UFO sightings from 1906 to 2014. And where do you see this thing concentrated? In America, Babylon the Great. All right. Just more signs to let you know where the house of the thief resides. All right. See some over here in the UK. All right. Part of the power structure of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. Well, is the Lord just giving us little details on what he has prepared for Babylon the Great? And you have to have the spirit of discernment to recognize these signs. So let's go back to the scriptures. Okay. Bear with me. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Yahawashi is going to make a pit stop here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 66, chapter 63 and verse 1. Matter of fact, let's get the brother precept first. Shalom out Yahabashah Shabrakatah. Brother Quazaquaya. All right. 144K. Endure hardness, good soldier. Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots beautiful, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. See, so Yahweh Shai is gonna bring that concentrated fire to America, Babylon the Great. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 66. Excuse me, chapter 63 in verse 1. Who is this that's coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel. So we have two keys right here. All right, Edom and Basra. Edom, all right, so-called white man. Basra is one of the capital cities, all right, of Esau Edom, which now dwells in America, Babylon the Great. It says that this that is glorious in its apparel. And the Lord says he's going to come with power and great glory. Let's get that. What is that? Matthew. Yeah, glorious in his apparel. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. And we'll get to the point, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. See? All right. The Lord is coming with power and great glory. Okay. By the way of those chariots, he's going to be glorified. And those clouds, all right, are the chariots of Yahweh Shah, the so-called UFOs, the so-called UAPs. Okay. Back in Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. Yeah, in those so-called UFOs, man, the chariots of Yahweh Shah. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. See, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. So this is figurative language, showing you how the Lord is going to get down. All right, he's going to issue out a lot of death. Okay, verse 3. I have trodden the winepress of long, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. Again, this is figurative language. How the Lord is going to get down and destroy America, Babylon the Great. Okay? For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Right? The year of the redeemed, man. The elect is going to be saved out of this destruction. All right? By those chariots. It says, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. See that? And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drink in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. Right? The Lord is going to abase Esau, even the so-called white man. All right? When those ICBM missiles are shot to the end of the world, Yahawashi gonna pop up. Matter of fact, let's go back to Matthew 24 and read verse 31. All right, that's how the Lord is going to get down. It's going to be a spectacular scene in the movie, as it were. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So the elect is going to be gathered, all right, before the destruction. We got to be out of here. We can't be here. All right. If we're here, we're going to be burnt the hell up. Okay. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk. Slack. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3. We'll start at verse 1. A prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet, upon Shigionoth. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy. See? So the Lord is going to bring the wrath, and we're asking him, all right, like the prophet Habakkuk, to remember mercy. All right? Why? Because we heard his speech and we was afraid. We were moved with fear. It says power came from Teman. See, the Lord is going to visit Esau. All right? Power came from Teman, and the Holy One from the Mount Paran. Selah. His glory covered the heavens. See, his glory, those chariots traveling in the greatness of his strength, right? His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. His brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hands, and that horn symbolizing power, man. All right, the Lord is going to direct these chariots to send out concentrated laser fire. We can read that in 2nd Ezra 13. It says, and there was the hiding of his power. See, before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet. He stood and measured the earth, and beheld and drove asunder the nation. See that? So when World War III is at its height, all right, the Lord's gonna pop up on the scene. Okay, he's gonna destroy America, Babylon the Great by sending out his army, which is those ICBM missiles. All right, and the chariots. It says he stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations, and the everlasting mountains were scattered. The perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting. Yeah, all these rulerships are going to be taken down. All right. Only rulership that's going to last is going to be the rulership of Yahawashi. All right. I saw the tents of Kashan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation? See, that's the way we're going to get out of here. All right. But in turn, that's the way the Lord is going to choose to destroy, all right, his enemies, chiefly here in the house of Esau, Babylon the Great. Right. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 19. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. Again, those clouds are a metaphor, analogy for the chariots of Yahawashi. And shall come into Egypt. What is this Egypt that is speaking on? It's speaking on America, Babylon the Great, the land of our captivity. Let's prove that. Let's go to Deuteronomy real quick. What Egypt is this referring to? Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. This Egypt is America, Babylon the Great. By, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Yeah, we never saw our homeland again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man is going to redeem you. All right. But we read in Isaiah that the redeemed is going to be saved. All right. When the Lord come with those chariots and that laser fire. Okay. So this Egypt that we're reading about in Isaiah is America, Babylon the Great, the land of our captivity. Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Right, all these people who are held in high esteem, they're gonna be running with fear, man. Okay, why? Because the Lord is gonna pop up on the scene. Let's go to Revelation. All right. Can you imagine, people hearing the alert of the ICBM missiles, and then all of a sudden you see Yahawashi pop up in a huge chariot? Folks gonna lose it. They gonna lose it. What do I want? Yeah, let's start at 11. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right, and we're in that time now. So much so, you have people trying to equate anti-chippers with anti-Semites. All right, why? Because these people are in fear. They're running scared. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither, Kwame Yasharala, right? And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. Again, this cloud, all right, it's a chariot of Yahawashi. It says, and their enemies beheld them. What is that? Wisdom of Solomon 5. Let's hold that on deck. Yep. It says, and their enemies beheld them. What is that? Also, Psalms 91, right? The farther you're up, the more grind you're gonna see of the wicked being destroyed. Okay. Revelation 11 and 12 again. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake. What's that great earthquake? Those ICBM missiles hitting. And the 10th part of the city fell. Yeah, this city is America, Babylon the Great. 10th part can be explained by the 10 FEMA zones, also the 10 zip codes. All right. And in the earthquake were slain men 7,000, 7 meaning completion. A complete number of men died. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Yeah, gave glory to Yahawashi. Why? Because the righteous was scarcely saved. It says the second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And you know that is the time that this is going to happen. When that third woe or the third world war, all right, is in full effect. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, starting at verse 1. Let's switch this real quick. Okay. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. See that? And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. See that? So when the chariots pop up and they see the missiles coming, it's going to be far beyond their wildest dreams. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, they talk shit. Those guys out there with dresses on. They always out there. It's 10 degrees. Why they out there? It's 90 degrees. Why are they out there? But they don't have the understanding that those things are making our calling and election sure. All right. The things that are pleasing to Yahawashi. They don't know those things. We fools accounted his life madness, see, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints. Yeah, how is this guy looking disheveled, no edge up, beard looking wild? How is this guy part of the saints of Yahawashi? Right? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. and the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us, right? You don't have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding to navigate through this gross darkness that Esau has set up. So you're always in the dark. All right. And that's going to lead to your death. It's going to be some people who going to be hit with those concentrated laser fire, man. Right? You're going to be people who have their up and close personal moment with Yahawashi. All right. Let's go here. Isaiah chapter 31. I say it wasn't meant to be too long. Just some quick through the spirit before we got camp today, spiritual warm up, as the brothers call it. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. All right. Then don't it say in Judah 5? Let's get that. Because see, us returning back to our power is going to basically provoke Yahawashi to protect his people, man. Okay. The ones that has no iniquity in their nation. See, the Lord is not dealing with everybody. All right. He's only dealing with his elect. And those the ones who he's going to defend. Yep. This is the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 17. And whence they sinned not before their power, they prospered because the power that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now are they returned to their power. See, we're doing that spiritually, returning to our power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. So these nations have this record. All right. If we're not in harmony with our power, they can overtake us. That's why when we read, what was that in uh, Revelation? All right. When we stood up on our feet, great fear fell upon them because they recognize that our power is going to defend us now. All right. And that's why Esau is scrambling to get his new world order off. Okay. Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, see, if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them. See that? Lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. See? Now let's go back. See, our power is going to defend us, man. Okay. Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. See? Defending also will he deliver. Excuse me. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. See? So at the same time, the Lord is taking out Esau by the way of the chariots and that concentrated laser fire. He's going to be saving the elect of the children of Israel. Okay. I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders, great millstone. Lord willing, coming at you with another lesson. Till the next time, I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball soon. Shalom.